Oh, May December. I heard this movie was hilarious. It just got nominated for Best Comedy Musical at the Golden Globe Awards.
What would make a 36-year-old woman have an affair with a seventh grader?
Wait, you weren't kidding.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a Convicted Cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media, and the Golden Globe nominations have been announced. I did a live stream earlier today, but sadly, for some reason, you couldn't really hear the actual nomination stream I was watching very well while I was doing it. I don't know what the case is. I did it the same way I always do it, so I apologize about that for anyone who watched that, but I appreciate anyone who was there. So I figured I would do a quick reaction video as well, because when you're hearing them live, you don't realize things are missing sometimes. I only caught a couple of the things that like holdovers were missing out of. And I also wanted to see how well / badly I did in my Gold Derby predictions on top of that. So I figured I'd just make a separate little video like this, and I can show off the dual screen here of what I did on Gold Derby, and I'll go over the nominees one more time. I will at some point soon, obviously, do my predictions for the winners for this show as well. And I know that Critics' Choice Award nominations are only a couple days away. I don't know if they do a live announcement, so I probably won't do something like that. But I will do essentially a reaction video like this for those. I want to say they're on the 13th, so they're coming up quick. All right, so the number one person got 6 wrong. That's what this says here. 60 out of 66. I did not do that well. I'm probably like number 9,000. Yep. Uh, 53 out of 60. I got 80% right still. I'll take that. That's better than I thought I would have ended up doing. I was not too confident. And the ones I got wrong were pretty much the ones I expected to get wrong. So not too bad. Let's see here. On the right side, we're looking here. Best Film Drama. The nominees were Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall. I picked All of Us Strangers, which I didn't really expect to get in, but Zone of Interest is the one that did get in, which is also sort of an under the radar pick. That honestly probably would have been like my number 7, though, if I had to pick. I don't know how well they would go after that foreign film in this category, especially with Anatomy of a Fall already being in there and Past Lives for some reason being considered a foreign film, as we'll get to that. I'm going to actually go to the Golden Globes website as well at the same time. I can kind of toggle back and forth between them just in case I forget what actually got nominated. Here are the nominees. All right. So there they are. Best Picture Drama. So, yep, there is Zone of Interest on the right here with the mostly black poster. So, 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Any other year, I would have gotten them all right. They just had to add that 6 slot and screw me up. Best Film Drama Actor. The 2 I got wrong were the 2 I expected to get wrong, so I'm not surprised. I did Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, TLU for Past Lives, who missed out, Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers, who did get in, and Zac Efron for Iron Claw, who I just kind of threw in at the last second. I did have Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid in there at one point, and I had Coleman Domingo. So at one point, I had all 6 of these right, except for I didn't have Andrew Scott in there, so I probably would have ended up getting one of them wrong. But just to look, let's find actor in a motion picture drama. So there he is, Coleman Domingo, and Barry Cohen got in there. I'm sorry. Beau was Afraid it was musical comedy, not drama. But yeah, Saltburn, I didn't know how well that would play here. It ended up getting a couple acting nominations, so that's something. But there are your 6. Will 5 of these be at the Oscars? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I won't be surprised if they did. That's not the deepest well for Best Actor this year. The ones that are in there are really great, at least for drama. But a couple of the nominees at the Oscars will be coming out of the category, comedy category, excuse me, and we'll get to that. Film Drama Actress, we have Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall, Greta Lee for Past Lives, Annette Bening for Naiad, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, and my shot in the dark 100-to-1 shot that didn't pay off, which I didn't expect it to, was Tiana Taylor for 1,001. And who got in there instead was who did I miss? Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla, who I also had. and I just changed her out before I did my final prediction video. So once again, I would have had all 6 right. No, don't second guess yourself whenever you do this. That's the lesson. Go with your gut. Don't try to be risky. That's what I was trying to do. I'm like, what if I'm the one guy who picks Tiana Taylor and she gets in? That's kind of my theory. It's just for fun, so who gives a shit? Musical or comedy film, Poor Things, Barbie, The Holdovers, the rip roaring comedy of the year, May December, which is a great movie. I watched it last night. It's very good. The Color Purple, Mist, which kind of surprises me because that's the only like legit musical in this musical comedy category, except for Wonka, which didn't make it, but I didn't expect it to. And American Fiction. So Color Purple, Mist, and what made it in? You ask. Let me remember. This is why I did this. Air. So the other drama that's pretty funny made it in there. See, this makes more sense in musical comedy than May December. And I enjoyed Air. It's a solid movie. It's a solid dad movie, as I call it. So I'm not complaining that it got in here. It may or may not get into the top 10 for Best Picture at the Oscars. It made it into the top 12 if you think of it that way here. So it's on the bubble, like The Martian, sort of. It's a drama that happens to be funny. May December, not funny. Like it's a dark comedy, they say, but it's like the most serious subject matter imaginable. And there are very few moments in it that kind of made me chuckle a tad, but I think that was just more coincidental than intentional. I don't know. I'm not saying don't see May December. I'm saying watch May December, but don't watch it thinking it's going to be hilarious. Best film actor, musical or comedy: Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction; Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, he's great; Matt Damon for Air; Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario, awesome nomination; Timothée Chalamet got in for Wonka; and Gael Garcia Bernal for Cassandra. This is where Joaquin Phoenix made it in. I did have him and Gael Garcia Bernal in there, and I swapped, essentially took out Joaquin for Timothée. So I still would have gotten one wrong regardless, but I don't know. Whatever. I remember that one, so I'm not going to flip back and forth. Best comedy musical actress: Emma Stone for Poor Things, Margot Robbie for Barbie, Fantasia Barrino for Color Purple, Natalie Portman for May December. She's great in the movie, not hilarious. Io Debris for Bottoms was my just shot in the dark pick. Jennifer Lawrence got in, so I'm glad I put her back. I took her out and put her back in at the last minute. And the one I missed here, trying to remember, motion picture comedy, Fallen Leaves. Yeah, the actress from the international film Fallen Leaves, which I've heard of but haven't seen. So I would have never thought in a million years to put her in for acting. I didn't even know it was a comedy. But who knows if it is a comedy, because May December's in there too. So you don't know. Globe's gonna globe. That's what I'll say. Best film director, I went 5 for 6. Went 5 for 6 for most of them, I guess. Film director, Nolan for Oppenheimer, Scorsese for Killers of Flower Moon, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Greta Gerwig for Barbie got in, Alexander Payne missed for The Holdovers, which was sad to me because I love Alexander Payne movies and The Holdovers is great, but Celine Song got in for Past Lives instead, which is awesome. Good for her. Alexander Payne has a couple Oscars already, so he doesn't need one. It would be cool if someone new got in, like Celine Song. And Bradley Cooper did make it in for directing Maestro. Supporting actor. This is the easiest. I went 6 for 6. This is the most confident I was in any category. I should have went 500 points on this one and bet the farm on it, but I'm an idiot. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, Charles Melton in the Hoot and a Half May December, Willem Dafoe for Poor Things, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things yet again. Supporting actress, I went 5 for 6. I lost on one of the Color Purple girls, which I kind of expected, so that's what I did. Divine Joy Randall for The Holdover, she is great. Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer got in there. Jodie Foster for Naiad. Daniel Brooks got in for Color Purple, but Taraji. I call her Tajari. I don't know why. Why would I say it the easier way, which is also correct? Taraji P. Henson for Color Purple. And May December for Julianne Moore's rip roaring hilarious performance. Great as always, Julianne Moore. So Rosamund Pike got in there, who I almost put for Saltburn because the Globe specifically really like Rosamund Pike. She won for that. What was that movie she did a couple years ago? I can't think of it right now, but she's just a piece of shit character in it, and she's great. So it's her in it's on Netflix. I'm brain farting. Maybe I'll pop up the poster if I can remember it. But whatever film that was that I'm thinking of that she's really good in and won a Golden Globe for a couple years ago, Rosamund Pike is a great actress. But out of these picks, from what I've seen, I would hope for Divine Joy Randolph to win because she's great, and I love her in Only Murders in the Building as well. Animated feature. This one's always weird. I went 4 for 6 here. Spider-Man got in. Boy and the Heron got in. Elemental got in. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles missed, which is kind of surprising. Chicken Run missed, which isn't as surprising to me. Mario Brothers got in. And what did get in? Suzumi got in, which looks like an anime film. There's always one weird one. And Disney's Wish surprisingly got in, even though no one saw the movie or liked it. It still managed to get in under the power of Disney magic. Film screenplay, I went 4 for 6. American Fiction missed. That's American Fiction and Holdovers missed, and those are the two that I have a good chance to win at the Oscars, in my opinion. So that's kind of shitty. But Oppenheimer made it, Barbie made it, Holdover should have, but missed. Killers of the Flower Moon made it, American Fiction missed, Poor Things made it. Anatomy of a Fall got in there. I should have put that in there. I just didn't know what to bump, and same goes for Past Lives. So those are honestly the two that I missed. These are the two I would have swapped out for them. I just didn't know what to miss. So between these 6 and the 2 that didn't get nominated, there's 8 of your probable 10 adapted and original screenplay nominees at the Oscars, and then 2 more things, whatever they may end up being. So we'll find out. Maybe a weird original screenplay for like Dream Scenario would be cool, something like that. All of Us Strangers, I think, might get in there. But yeah, it sucks that like the 2 comedies are the ones that missed, or like 2 of the comedies, I should say. And that is all of them, I guess. But let's pop back over here. Score, they didn't let me predict, so I'll say what those were again. Boy and the Heron, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, I wanted to get in, so that's awesome. Poor Things, Spider-Man, I really wanted to get in, so that's awesome. It got in, and Zone of Interest. I hear it has a lot of great sound design and music in that one. I can't wait to see that. Original song, damn, that's a lot of Barbie. We got She Came to Me, which I didn't even know what the hell that was. Addicted to Romance from this movie no one's seen. So good for them. It's Bruce Springsteen apparently did the song. Dance the Night Away, or Dance the Night. I'm Just Ken from Barbie. Peaches from Mario Brothers. I love that. I hope that gets nominated at the Oscars just so Jack Black can have an Oscar nomination. The song from Rustin, Road to Freedom, got in by Lenny Kravitz. And What Was I Made For from Barbie. So these are the 3 Barbie songs. I believe there's just 3 that are eligible for the Oscars, but the Oscars only allows you to get 2 song nominations in. So which 2 of these 3 are going to get in? I'm guessing I'm Just Ken is going to be one of them because it's like the big musical number of the film. And if anything, that one will probably win. And I think, I don't know, What Was I Made For seems more of the Oscar-y pick of a song. Dance the Night Away is just kind of like a fun pop song. But like I said, only 2 of these can get in. Barbie might have honestly broken the record for most Golden Globe nominations for any movie ever, because it got 3 song nominations. I'm going to have to look into that. So Barbie has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nominations. That might be a record. Meryl Streep broke her own Golden Globes record because she got in for Only Murders in the Building. Because La La Land won all 7 of its awards it was nominated for. Okay, so here we go. Nashville had 11 nominations for it for the single film. So that is the record, is for the film Nashville. I'm guessing it had like 4 acting awards and song, which it won at the Oscars, picture, director, screenplay, all that jazz. So it probably just had a buttload of acting nominations plus multiple song nominations, and that's how it got in there. So I'm not crazy. It did get a lot. It didn't break the record. I'm surprised that didn't pop up sooner if it had. So that is my overall reaction / overview of how well / bad I did on my predictions. I did better than I thought I did. I got slightly over 80%, which I'll take. The Golden Globes, you never know what the hell's going to happen. Thank you for coming to my channel once again this award season. I'll have plenty of more stuff. Critics' Choice Awards are right around the corner. I think on the 13th. I'll have to double check. But if it is, I'll be doing a video just like this that day. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're into that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.